Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? So, today I'm thinking of, well, not today, but I'm telling you this today. I've been thinking about it for a long time, possibly for my entire life, but I just didn't have the resources or tools or, nah, that's an excuse. But I'm thinking of learning a new skill, and I'm not gonna tell you the skill, but I I'm going to update you in 3 months from now. So I'm not going to tell you the skill. I'm only going to update you 3 months from now when I get an understanding of the skill. When I know my way around the skill. So yeah, that's for today's video. I don't have any. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak for 20 minutes. Uh, that I just wanted to give you that update. I'm learning a new skill. Learning a new skill. Learning a new skill, it's important. The mind is not meant to stay stagnant, and the mind is not meant to be information deprived. You're supposed to learn new things every single day. Every single day. By every single day, I mean not every single. I mean, obviously, you're gonna miss some days, but you should learn something new. Every time you get the chance. Let's say almost every single day. When your mind doesn't learn something new, for example, it's impossible to not learn something new, even by mistake. It's impossible. Even if you're scrolling on TikTok, there's something you learn, something new you learn, even if it's not that important, but you do learn something, even if it's just a word or a letter or something, but you learn something. You learn something. You learn someone's name. Maybe you were watching some stranger on TikTok, a creator, and you didn't know about them, and then you saw their video on TikTok, and then or Instagram or YouTube or whatever. And you learn about the existence. You learn of that person's existence. You learn something. It's that's kind of learning is it's unimportant, but it's still learning. So it's impossible not to learn something new, even if you're not trying to. It's a subconscious thing, but what I'm talking about here is learning intentionally. Learning something important, like a skill, like a language, a new language. Like numbers. Who cares, man? Whatever it is, it's important to learn something new daily, daily. But yeah, um, I'm thinking of learning a new skill, and I'm going to update you 3 months from now on the progress of the skill. I know I'm going to be better by then. I just challenged myself. I've said it. I've said it. I can't take it back. Can't take it back now. It's too late. I already said it. So that's what I'm doing it for as well. I want to commit to my learning process for the next 3 months. I want to make sure that I learn something, something, so that I can tell you about my, you know, my progress 3 months from now, so that I have something to show you 3 months from now. I mean, you may not like it, but I don't care, man. I don't care. I want to learn this thing. I think it's important, especially as we move towards the future. The new technologies and everything. I think it's important to learn such a skill. I mean, there are many skills to learn for the, prepare yourself for the upcoming future. But this skill I want to armor myself with is also important. In fact, it plays a big role in the upcoming future. You might have guessed it by now, but yeah, it is what it is, man. It's important to learn something new. Even if maybe you want to learn a new language, that's cool. But anyways, I'm gonna update you 3 months from now about the skill I'm thinking of learning. It's not, but it's not like I started today learning it, or I'm gonna start tomorrow. No, I've already started. But I've only just been, touching it, a bit, skipping some days. I wasn't really serious, but now I want to be serious. I want to learn now. It's been a long time since I've started, but I haven't really gotten anywhere, and it's frustrating me. Wanting to learn something so bad, but you're too lazy. You're undisciplined to do so, and then you 1 year, 2 years along the line, you remember all those moments, all those opportunities you had, all those chances you had. You start to attack yourself with the what ifs. What if I started 2 years ago? What if I started 3 months ago? What if I started a year ago? Where would I be now? I'm sure I'd be the best. I'd be far. I'd be skilled now if I had started then. Same thing goes to. I feel like I always talk about this. Same thing goes to posting. Starting a YouTube channel or social media presence. Just do it, man. Just record yourself. Because if you keep saying, I'm gonna do it later, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I'm gonna start next week, I'm gonna start when I have, a better camera, a better phone, all these things, you're just adding to your, I guess, guilt. Because 1 week, or let's say 1 month from now, let's say you decide to start now and you don't start, 1 month from now or 1 year from now, you're gonna look back at all the opportunities you had. You're gonna start to question yourself, what if I had started 1 year ago? Where would I be now? Maybe I would have 500 subscribers by now. Maybe I would have 2,000 subscribers. Who knows? Who knows, man? Nobody knows the future. Nobody knows the future. Exactly. I know in one of my videos I said we create our own future. We make our own futures. We can see the future. which is true, in terms of goals and dreams and where you want to be, what you want to become. But in terms of what's gonna happen exactly, then it's that's you know that's unknown, that's unpredictable. But yeah, it's so yeah, I'm gonna learn this new skill, and then I'm gonna update you 3 months from now. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore, but I am gonna learn this new skill and then give you an update on my progress 3 months from now. Tell you where I'm at and maybe show you what I can do and what I've learned. But yeah, man. Uh, yeah, you have to feed your brain information. The brain needs to be fed with knowledge. It's important. Helps it grow. So yeah, peace.